Hey, fantasy football fans, want to gain a last-minute advantage over the teams you play? Don't forget to check out Ken Zales' Fantasy Football Notebook on PressBoxOnline.com, presented by Chesapeake Urology Associates. And welcome back to Inside PressBox. It is the marquee event of the fall racing season at Laurel Park, boasting purses and prizes of over $1 million. 27th running of the Jim McKay Maryland Million Day is set for October 6th. And joining me now is Mike Pons from Country Life Farm. He's also a member of the board of directors of the Maryland Million. And Mike, we thank you for coming in again for our yearly chat about that. And while we want to talk about the Maryland Million, it's interesting because that's for Maryland breds. We just had Bill Ordine on talking about Maryland Live and the phenomenal success the casinos are having. Some of their profits go to the horsemen, and some specifically go to breeding, don't they, in the state of Maryland?
Yes, they do. 7% of the gross proceeds go to the horse industry. Then it's 80-20 between the standardbred, thoroughbreds, and standardbreds, and then 89-11 between the purse account and the bred fund. So yes, definitely. We've seen the purses rise from about $160,000 a day to $240,000, and I hear by Christmas time they could even be $300,000 a day, which is huge for us. We've never run for this kind of money.
Is there a chance that that could lead to more days of racing down the road, maybe a year and a half from now?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I wish they'd add more days of Timonium.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine Timonium running at twilight, and in that neck of the woods, it'd be very popular. It has certainly helped our game, and we're starting to grow our business again. We added our first stallion in 6 years this past spring, and he bred 96 mares, a big first book for him, and we're looking at a second stallion. So for guys like myself, we're able to play offense again.
All right, that sounds good. Speaking of offense, the Maryland Million is the second largest event racing day in the state. Tell us a little bit about this year's event on October 6th.
Well, it's Christmas come early for the horsemen.
Yep.
It's a day, Preakness Day, we sort of watch and cheer for all the folks, the out-of-towners that come and take the money. But this is a day where my friends, my competitors, the blacksmith, the vet, somebody is winning the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's really fun. And years ago when I had Allen's Prospect and some of my other stallions, we dominated this day. I mean, 40% of all the money was headed to my customers, and now I've got to sort of sit on my hands or just cheer, little opera cheers for my friends, but I'm happy for them. Everybody who's sort of persevered these last 4 or 5 years in Maryland through the Depression and the Maryland malaise deserve whatever they can get.
And they are getting this bang for the buck
yes,
that's coming
they are.
from the wagering
we
dollars.
Popped out of this tunnel, and all of a sudden the sun's bright again, and I see a little renaissance going on here for the Maryland horse industry.
Tell me about this year specifically. How many races? It's on a Saturday, October 6th.
Yeah, first race is at 1 o'clock.
Right.
And there'll be 10 races. The Classic will be the big feature. But we've also got in some of the supporting races, Ben's Cat, who just won over $1 million, and he won a Win in Your In Breeders' Cup race for King Leatherberry. Really brought Leatherberry's career back from, I call him Lazarus, teasing,
sure,
because he brought him back. And a homebred, he can't fire himself as the owner. He won $1 million with this colt. This poor guy broke his hip, was locked in a stall for about a year mending, and all he did was win his first 9 races, and it's been a tremendous Maryland story. The
website is marylandmillion.com, and it's got a list of all the events.
Correct.
One other thing, trainers, jockeys, folks that work the stables, are you seeing a bump up in interest in that level because of the monies that are coming in?
Yeah, I was at Saratoga earlier this summer, and the interest that folks expressed in Maryland racing, especially as they start to move south for the winter, Delaware Park closes, Monmouth closes, we're a pretty attractive stop for them. And now the purses are respectable.
Yep.
That makes it that much more attractive.
All right. Mike Pons, I always look forward to talking to you each and every year about the Maryland Million. It's a great day of racing at Laurel Park, October 6th. Don't miss it. All right, thank you very much. When Inside PressBox returns, Charlie Toomey and I will sit down to discuss how his team handled the death of a player, and we'll discuss that with Charlie right after this. Hey, Inside PressBox is brought to you in part by Glen Burnie Transmission, your dealer alternative for transmission repairs. Save hundreds of dollars off dealer prices. Financing and free towing are available. Call Mark at GBT today and ask for the PressBox special for even more savings.